Hi, I'm Tasha from One Big Happy Life on behalf of the Financial Diet, and this is the Lifestyle Fix brought to you by Skillshare. When it comes to keeping an organized home, regular decluttering and finding the right storage systems for your space is essential, but getting organized doesn't have to be expensive. Today, I'm going to be sharing some budget-friendly organization finds from Ikea that cost less than $10. I love Ikea, and I have quite a few Ikea finds in my home right now, including this office desk and the bookshelves on the other side of my office that you can't see. I'll drop a link in the description box to a video where I did a tour of my office if you want to check that out. IKEA is a great place to find storage solutions for your home. Now, full disclosure, I have absolutely zero idea how to properly pronounce basically any of these names, so if I butcher them, I am sorry. Number one, Veskin. I almost walked right past this shelving system when my daughter and I went to IKEA to do research for this video. It's a great storage piece, especially if you have a smaller bathroom. But based on its size, I assumed that it was gonna be outside of the budget for this video. But as we were walking, these two women were talking, and one of them happened to mention that this shelving system was only $10. I, of course, backtracked, and sure enough, it was only $10. This shelf is a great addition to a bathroom or a closet where you have multiple smaller items that you want to corral. It's 14 inches wide, 40 inches tall, and has 4 shelves if you want to use all of the shelves. It takes less than 5 minutes to put together. It actually took Joseph 3 minutes to assemble, so feel free to race him if you're feeling frisky. The other great thing is that you don't have to use all of the shelves if you don't want to. Say, for example, you want to use it under your bathroom sink. You can choose to stop at just 2 shelves, though it'll be a little less stable because of the way the shelves are put together. Although this is an excellent price for what you get, the downside is that it's plastic, so it isn't really that cute. If you want to dress it up a little bit, you can always get a can of spray paint and give it some color, or make it actually white versus off-white, and then add some baskets and attractive storage containers to add some visual interest. Number 2, Tiskin. In my heart of hearts, I long for a bathroom with a shower that has built-in shelves. I've never been lucky enough to have one, but I hope to one day. In the meantime, I've used tension rod shelving units and over-the-shower shelves, though it's questionable whether it's okay to really put heavy bottles of stuff on those. They also get in the way of handheld sprayers if you have one of those. So this IKEA storage bin uses suction cups, which are right here, that allows you to position it on your walls. Because it's not a rod, you can put it wherever it makes the most sense in your bathroom. It's 11 inches wide, 6 inches deep, and 6 inches high, which means it can hold just about any bathroom toiletry item that you want to put in it. And with a max load of 6 pounds, it can even hold the bulk-sized shampoo and conditioner that we get from Costco. The Tiskin line also has smaller bins to hold things like toothbrushes and razors. It also has a towel rod and a hook option too, and every single one of those items costs less than $10. Number 3, Gabbing. IKEA has a lot of bins and boxes to choose from, but the bigger ones do tend to cost more than $10 each. The Gabbing was one of the biggest boxes that I found that wasn't made out of plastic or cardboard. I really like the Gabbing box because it's woven, so it adds both visual interest and is decorative. It's also really versatile. You can use it to corral items on top of a toilet like extra toilet paper, wet wipes, and poopery, or you could put it on your countertop to hold lotions and sprays. You can also use it to hold mail in a drop zone right by your front door, or to hold any of the tiny toy collections that your kids might have. Number 4, Vardigan. This glass jar with lid costs just $4.99. This is the first of 2 glass jars that I have on the list. I really like this one. It's super cute. This jar does have a rubber seal, which means you can technically use it for food, but I find that the lid doesn't fit as tightly as I would prefer when it comes to keeping unrefrigerated food fresh. So while yes, I'm sure that you can use this in the kitchen, I actually like this better for storing things like bath salts or soaps or bath bombs. It's also a great option for storing things like cotton balls or reusable face pads and face cloths. I've been wanting to try making my own DIY face wipes where you put a whole bunch of face cloths in a jar and then you soak them in homemade face cleansing fluid. So I think this jar is the perfect size for that. Number 5, Corkin glass jar with attached lid, $4.99. I love canister jars for storing things in the kitchen. They're airtight, which keeps the contents fresher longer, and they're also visually appealing. At $5 each, this is a really good buy and will last a really long time. You can use them to store all kinds of things like beans, sugar, and grains like flax or rice or chia. The one thing you don't want to store in them item, as cute as it would look, is coffee. So coffee should be stored in an opaque container because exposure to light will compromise the flavor of the beans over time. So just an FYI there. Number 6 and 7, Gabbing Spice Rack Shelf, $5, and Rajton 4 spice bottles, $2.79. I love that this shelf and spice holder combo is less than $10 combined. The lids fit really tight on these bottles, so I feel comfortable putting my spices in there without having to worry about them going stale. The wood finish of the spice rack is really attractive, which is great because this system is meant to be put on display on your walls and not stashed away in a cabinet. The one downside is that this spice rack does have to be mounted on walls, so if you're a renter and don't want to deal with patching after you move out, then skip the shelving unit and just use a cabinet shelf insert to stack your bottles of spices in the cabinet instead. Number 8, Ikea 365 glass storage container with lid. $5. This is a great container for meal prep and packing your lunches for work. It's 6 inches square and 2 inches deep and holds 20 ounces of food. It's a glass container, which is great because it should last longer than a plastic one, and the glass part is dishwasher, microwave, and oven safe. So this container is pretty low maintenance. It's also freezer safe, so you can make extra portions and freeze them later, so you'll always have healthy food options on hand. Number 9, Naravik Nightstand, $10. Okay, so I had no idea what to expect when I picked this up. Alexis and I stumbled across this $10 nightstand in the warehouse portion of the store where all the boxes are. I had no idea what it was going to look like, but I was so excited that I found a nightstand for under $10 that I just snatched it up. As you can see, it's pretty small and basic, but it's metal, so it's sturdy. I love the idea of having open shelving in your nightstand though, because it encourages you to be more selective about what you place in and on your nightstand. Number 10, Scub shoe boxes. At 4 shoe boxes for $8, these Scub boxes are a great deal. Storing your shoes in stackable boxes makes it easier to keep them corralled, and they take up less space than keeping them in a row on the floor. These boxes are made out of cloth, so they're breathable, and they have an access panel right here in the front, which means that you don't have to, sorry Velcro, take down all the shoes on top to get the ones you're looking for. The downside to these is that if you have really big feet or shoes with very high heels or boots, they're not going to fit. Now, while being made out of fabric does make them more attractive, it's also going to make them a little bit harder to clean than plastic ones, so just keep that in mind. Number 11, Fajala magazine holders. $6 for 2. You really can't beat the price of these magazine holders. They're pretty sturdy and the metal accents do add a nice touch to them. Now, I've purchased similar magazine holders from Ikea in the past and they're still going strong. The only downside is that these are not as attractive as some of the more expensive options that you'll find at Target or the Container Store, but you can always Ikea hack your way to cuter options with some spray paint or Mod Podge and cute fabric. Number 12, Vagus Corkboard, $6. Sticking with the home office theme, corkboards are great for corralling random pieces of paper that you want to keep in front of your mind. This corkboard is a good size at 22 inches by 15 inches, but if you need a bigger surface, you can always buy more of them and tile them together to make a bigger board. If you want to hack it to make it prettier, you can spray paint the whole thing or add a fabric insert to cover the corkboard. Plus, this also comes with push pins, so score. Number 13, Clunka striped laundry bag. $10. So this is a really cute laundry bag and it collapses so it doesn't take up a lot of space. It has a really sturdy handle so it's easy for you to carry your laundry around, whether it's just down the hall to your washer and dryer or if you have to haul it a few blocks down to the laundromat. Number 14, Stuck storage box, $8. If you live in a place where there are true seasons, this box is perfect for storing out of season clothing. The Stuck line has boxes that are even bigger than this one and ones that can fit under the bed. They're made out of cloth, which means that they'll allow your clothes to breathe while they're in storage. Because the boxes are permeable, I do recommend using them only in temperature controlled areas to make sure that your clothing stays in good shape. Now that we've stepped up our home organization game with some budget-friendly Ikea finds, let's talk about a great way to up-level your life by learning some new things: Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes in design, business technology, and more. Premium membership gives you unlimited access to high-quality classes on essential topics so you can improve your skills, unlock new opportunities, and do the work you love. Looking to learn some new skills so you can finally start that side hustle? Check out DKNG's class, Mastering Illustrator, 10 tips and tricks to speed up your workflow, where you'll learn the tricks of the trade that they use to tackle design projects quickly and efficiently in Illustrator. Click the link in the description box to join the millions of students already learning on Skillshare today and take advantage of a special offer just for TFD viewers. The first 500 visitors will get 2 months of unlimited access to over 25,000 classes for free. Act now so you don't miss out and start learning today. Thank you so much for watching this latest episode of The Lifestyle Fix. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell and tune in here every single Friday for another new episode. See you next week.